Okay, guys, welcome. My name is Edward Bolton, aka MC Johnny, or you could just call me MC. So, welcome to the class. So, let's talk a little bit about this course and let's see what we're going to get from this course, okay? But before we get to that point, we have some new guys here that this is the first time, they want to experience the powerful tools Houdini have for modeling, right? And we also have guys here that already been using Houdini even for modeling and mostly on visual effects side, right? So everybody is here because this course is actually for everybody. It's not a particular model we're going to model, right? It's the information we're going to share, right? So I'm going to like pass information to you guys and I'll take some from you guys. I think that is learning basically. So what is Houdini? Houdini is very powerful, mind-blowing software, right? And it's popular. It's been around for a long time. And every time they're stepping up their game and improving the program, right? So it's for 3D modeling, animation, visual effects, and composition. All right. So it's the complete package. And when you jump into it, you could stay there forever because it's huge and they have, you know, daunting, interface, but it's pretty easy to get around. So we will get through all this. This is not scary at all. So for the new guys, let's jump into Houdini website. So we see a little bit about what Houdini is, right? By the way, since we are here, I want to tell the new guys that don't have Houdini to get the free copy of The Apprentice. The Apprentice is cool, all right? Okay, so we are back. So as you can see, Houdini can do a lot, for film, for game, basically everything, So if you learn Houdini, not just for the fun of it, you can make money too. The only thing that makes Houdini different from the other programs is that Houdini go through a node network system, right? Which is very simple and it's not scary at all. In most other programs, you create something, it lands in the viewport, and then you make changes here. But in Houdini, we have a node network. So for example, when you first create an object, let's say this sphere is the first thing we created to make this stuff, right? So we can come back here and show it. So in the beginning, it was a sphere. This is what we created, all right? And then we can go down to the last stuff we have done. So this is where we are right now. Okay. So you see this jump around we are doing right now. You can go to the beginning and then to the end. This jump around right here, in other programs, you have to use Control Z, like undo something like that. You have to do Control Z to change or go back to where you was the last time, right? We all know Control Z. So in Houdini, you can also do Control Z if you want, but it's very cool to see the stuff in front of you because you can jump into any part of your work, any part of it. It's like the steps you've been taking. I can go back to this curve and still make changes to it. Okay. You see, make changes to what this curve is doing to the sphere, right? Which is cool. These changes that we could do right now makes it powerful to work inside Houdini. Okay. All right. So this course is going to show you all this stuff, how we call the nodes, how we use the network and everything. But we are now going to create visual effects like this. Okay. In this course, we will model this bike. Okay. This bike have a lot going on. The bike itself is a low poly or low res. Okay. And the helmet here, we have two helmet. This one right here is hard surface or high res, which means the polygons is a lot of them. And you don't want to have this amount of polygons on an object if you are building an Android game, because the system have to calculate all these polygons and it will affect the performance. So we get a chance to learn how to model cool stuff, still having it low poly. And if we are working on a project that we don't care, we can have cool hard surface objects too. We'll have the chance to, go through the character. We will design all the clothes, the design on it. We will work through the skeleton, how we pose it and everything. So it's a lot to cover. And the question is, so what is direct modeling? Let's jump to Maya. So we have an empty scene in Maya right now. Let's drop a sphere. Okay. To work on the polygons, we right click and we go for face. We pick a polygon. Okay. What do we want to do? The tools are here. We want to call extrude. We pulled it out. Okay. Let's do it again. Let's call extrude. Let's pull it. This is direct modeling. If we messed up, we want to do it again. Control Z, and we go back to where we was, So we will lose all the stuff here, and then we will do it again. Extrude, right? We have two segments. So this is direct modeling. You don't care when you messed up, you jump back and you do it again. So we could select this polygon and call poly extrude and extrude it. So if we have a design in our head, we will just following that design or try to create that design. That is direct modeling, right? So let's jump back to Houdini and let's do the same thing. Okay. Houdini, we have three windows. We have this perspective viewport, we have properties, and we have the network. So let's create a sphere. Let's drop it right here. Okay, we have it. It's here. When you create, it lands on the object level. what do we want to do? We want to work on it. We double click on it. We are inside the geometry. We can work on it now. Let's do the same performance we did in Maya. Let's try to extrude things out. So get out from the system, go to polygons. You will select it from here. We have the polygon here. Select the polygon. Before that, let's give this a nice shade. Cool. So we have this cool shade. Let's select these polygons. Call for C on your keyboard. Extrude it out. The same. Okay. So the next extrusion we want, we can even close. We can close this network. You don't have to look at it. Okay. We call the poly extrude. We pull it out. This is direct modeling. This is what we were just doing in Maya. Okay. I get out from the system. I select this polygon. I call for poly extrude again. I pull it. Direct. We use the same principle. So let's get rid of the sphere. So that is the direct modeling we're going to do. How is the course breakdown? We're not going to have a specific topic like maybe we are working on Boolean, because we are working on all the tools and it's a lot of them. So if we're just going to talk about a single tool at a time, that is just basics for learning Houdini. We are not doing that. We are modeling. But I will try to embed, or as we are going, we will learn all the tools. I'll get the details. That's why the course get longer. And then if we are modeling the front part and the class is getting longer, we have part 1 and part 2, right? Can you make money when you finish this course? Of course, yes. So let me show you something I have at Unity Access Store. I model these objects. I have a guy contacted me that they needed models for simulation warehouse, environment simulation. I created it. So I decided to have this for people that need it too. And it's very cool. You can create all this stuff and, make money out of it. If you have another knowledge like programming, like this one, I built an interface in Unity editor, So I'm able to create characters within the editor. A black guy, a white guy, give them a different clothes. It's very cool. So there is no limit what you can do when you have these modeling skills. You can even get further. I have more, but let me show you this last one. If you want to work on stuff like this, animation, you have to go through modeling, So example here, I have this animation going on at Unity. Let me show you something small that is related to what we're going to do. If we look at these characters, the faces, you see, is similar to the bike, the rider we have, you see. So let me pause it. You can see that all these designs on them, it's extrusions that we're going to learn. It's the same principle, the shading and everything. So we will learn all these skills, So after the course, you should be able to apply stuff that you know with these modeling skills and create something and make money. So it's not just for the fun. It will help you to make money. So that is what this course is about. But what I want to say before we get out from this class is when you are learning, it's not about the step-by-step thing that you have to know. This is very important. It's not about the step-by-step things you have to know. You have to understand the core thing the program or whatever you are learning is about, how it operates, the workflow. Okay, this is very important. When you understand the concept, the workflow, you apply all the tools is the same. Okay, so when I teach you even just one tool and you understand the network, that's it. You can call all the tools and use the same principle. So that is what this course is about. You're going to learn the techniques in working in Houdini modeling. Okay. Thank you guys for sticking around.